Alright, says I'm live here. Finally got a chance to get into this hive here. Between the rain, the cold, the rain, and just being busy working, I ain't had a chance to get into them. So they have packed this hive out. The biggest problem I now face is I didn't get to get into them right away, and as you can see, I meant to catch a larger colony. That's why I put the super on top, but now that's backfired because they've had time to build out the bottom section of that super, which has no frames. So I don't know if you can see down in there. There's comb down in there and bees. And I've not smoked these bees. I've got the smoker there, but I haven't really smoked them. I've had one look at me, but they're pretty calm. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't really want to dig into the bottom of this hive. The main reason being it's going to piss them off. The second reason being it's going to make a mess. And the third reason, this is only a nuke. So what I think I might do, and this frame actually come out pretty clean. There's very little on the bottom. It all stayed down in the bottom. I'm thinking of just putting another deep on top. Let them draw out 5 more frames. Then deal with the trouble of moving them into a bigger box and dealing with the mess in the bottom. Um, that's kind of my faults. There's loads of drones in here, so they're probably wanting to swarm. Oh, I just saw a hive beetle. That's the first hive beetle I've seen. But yeah, they seem pretty calm, cool, collected. Even with these cats trying to annoy them, because believe me, them cats try to annoy them. So I'm gonna try to get a good view of that for y'all. This frame here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put another nuke on top and go on from there. They may draw out honey reserves, but I just don't want to deal with the mess in the bottom. And I've got a hive down there as well that I gotta get to next. So I think I'm gonna put this frame back in here. I know what I want to do with them. I don't want to make a bigger mess. So I'm gonna set the phone down here while I work on that. So if I disconnect, that'll be why. Hey, Wildwoods. I'm moving over here to this swarm. These nice strawberries here. I like them. I was told to mow them down. I like them because they don't get above the entrance. So this is the second one I need to get into and see what they're doing. It's obviously a 10 frame, so I don't have the problem I have up there. So I must have put this on upside down whenever I was assembling this the other week. My lord at the bees. Look at all them bees. I'm trying to see a queen, because I don't want to remove this and the queen bee on there. So that's what I'm looking for, is just try to make sure she ain't on here. And the one time I didn't bring that brush out here, I need it. You know, I thought, oh, I don't need that brush. What do I need that brush for? There we go. Look at these bees. These bees look nice here. That's a bad frame there. Rats destroyed them frames, so. No, no, you're dead. That's a dead wax moth. See funky comb. You see that funky comb there? Yeah, rats destroyed my frames. All my frames I'd put up. See the chew marks? That was a new frame. So I had no comb. So I just stuck the remnants in here and let them have at it. And so it looks like they're building wonky. Actually, you know what? That might not be a bee nest. That might be a hornet or a wasp nest. Now that I'm looking at that, it looks like paper. I certainly hope not. I had a European hornet out here the other week. It was kept on going around and around. I wonder if it tried to inhabit this box. Let's see. Well, it broke apart. Yeah, that was some kind of hornet nest. Hornet nest and a swarm box. I would believe it. So we got all these bees here. Nice and healthy looking. I want to pull a frame out just to look at them. See how they're doing. It's a lot harder when you're doing a video camera or a phone in this case in a hand. So trying not to hurt them. Hey DC, I saw you flash up there. I'm grabbing my smoker in case these are aggressive. I don't know, I've not been in them before. You damn piece of shit. There we go. I don't know if these are aggressive. I've never been in them before. Let me get that pumping. This is the first time I've been in them, DC. Between the cold, the rain, and just being damn busy. Yeah, that hive has its own problems. And it is getting late, but... So I'm gonna actually sit. Yeah, I've just been busy, DC. I'm getting ready to sit my camera down here and pull a frame out. And I don't really have nothing good to rest it on. Yeah, I figured while I was out here I'd go live, since now they let people with smaller channels go live. I see some red pollen. I see some red pollen on one of them bees' legs. They're wax. But look in there. This is the lemongrass bait bag. Well, considering there was no comb in there, DC, that's looking really nice. They're drawing that really nice compared to the fact that when those frames are in there, there was no comb at all. So I know it looks a little funky on the ball. The fact that they're even drawing it out that nice is good. And they're not drawing it out cockeyed or the wrong way around. I don't know if you saw, DC, there's a hornet's nest in here. You better go on, cat. You're gonna get stung. Look at that hornet's nest remnants. I don't know if you can see them. Ooh, I got a mad one. Look at that hornets. There was a hornet nest in there. There's a wax moth. That's interesting. Alright, they're not using that comb. That comb can go. Second bait bag. The only one that had any foundation on it. And they're not doing much of it either. Damn cat spooked me. See if these bees will move and let this frame slide down in there. I don't know if anybody's still watching. There was some wax moth damage in there. I don't know what that was from. There was a wax moth there, which is interesting. Anyways, they're cleaning up some honey. We'll get them to move on in. That's the first smoke I put on them. They're a little bit ill, but it's getting late, so I understand it. I'd be cranky too if it was near my bedtime and somebody's poking around in my home. So that's the right way that goes. Now then. Alright, girls. Get off the cover. Get off the cover now. I don't want to crush you if I don't have to. You're a vital part of your workforce. Ooh, that thing's heavy. So that's the two swarms that I know of. There's another box I'm going to look at real quick. Yeah, I mowed through here one time, but my mower is broken. I just spent a bunch of money on parts to get it fixed. That'll be what this month's extra money goes to. Because you got to have the ability to mow your property. Especially in the city, or they'll fine your ass. There might be ants in this one. Nope, ain't nothing in it. I've just got a couple of riding mowers, DC, and I don't have the faintest idea how to work on a riding mower. I ain't never had nobody show me how to work on one. So they've got a bunch of problems with them, but my brother-in-law has graciously agreed to help me fix one of them. And the push mower is it was broken whenever I got it. I pulled it out of a scrap heap, put it back together. It don't turn off. You have to either hit a big old grass pile, or you have to let it sit and run out. There's an ant. I hate these damn carpenter ants. They're too smart for their own damn good. There we go. We'll have to bake that one again. Yeah, you know, I try that and it shocks the fucking hell out of me, DC. I take a screwdriver and ground it. It shocks the hell out of me. I cut that down too. That might be, I don't know if it's a walnut or sumac, but I guess I'll find out if it makes me break out. But one day at a time. Took that electric weed eater up here and mowed this. I hate them fucking blackberries. I'll tell you what, DC. One little patch, and I wanted to mow it. And she said, oh no, leave it. We want the blackberries. Now they're everywhere. Everywhere they come up. I'm assuming the birds eating them and then shitting the seeds out. It wouldn't be no problem if they's thornless, but they're thorny. Oh. Yeah, this box only has 3 frames. And as you can see, up here, these hives, I've been trying Bob's lure, but so far it is being out-competed by the lemongrass every time. I don't know why. I have no idea why. That hive lemongrass, and then that hive was lemongrass as well. Put that bullet in there, fill it up every week, because it'd be empty at the end of a week. And then these other two, spraying it like it suggested. But I even took and did the same thing she does with that lemongrass, putting it on a Q-tip and sticking it in a bag. But for whatever reason, they want to pick the lemongrass. I don't know why. They look at these boxes, but then they pick the lemongrass. I don't know if the frames look a little better to them or what. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of mowing, DC. What I could with that push mower and with that riding mower. That's what I'm thinking, DC, because the lemongrass is an oil, it's not water-based. Yeah, you see, my tires kept on going flat on me and I didn't realize it, and I was shaving bald spots everywhere, and I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But, you know, that's the way she likes it. She says it takes longer for it to take back over. I got some watermelons here. I'm going to start some more watermelons. I got these tarps down so the weeds can't overtake this area. I can plant. I need to get some more tarps and put them down. But, you see, I got down there. I can't get further down. It's too steep. The riding mowers can't do it. Then over... Let's see, I don't know if I'm live. I don't counter's always been stuck at 0 people, so I don't know. No signal at my own house. That's just sad. Am I back now? All right. Yeah, I kept going over that way, but I've got over there that I've been mowing on. That's fig trees there. I got a little pathway up through there that I've been clearing out. Been clearing some of that out. I can't go further down, it's too steep. But I've just been trying to clear cut everything that I can clear cut, you know. And I want to plant stuff on it. Watermelons. I bought 50 pounds of buckwheat seed, some koto. That's the variety, and I'll be sowing it out here. I got 2.5 pounds of mustard. I read something online saying that a compound in the mustard can help prevent new seeds in the soil from germinating. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just what I read. So I got some of that to put out too, in the hopes that I can use it as a border to try to keep stuff from coming back up. But I figure the bees will like the buckwheat. That'll give them a good source of nectar, and they might pull pollen off of the mustard if it goes to bloom. I've heard of them pulling pollen before. And hopefully those watermelons will take over a large area, and I won't have to worry about mowing because they'll take it over. Yeah, we threw out a bunch of flower seeds too, DC, and none of them, didn't hardly any of them sprout. But I'm gonna try to get some buckwheat up. We grew buckwheat one year before. It wasn't the Kodo variety, it was just common buckwheat, and the bees pulled from it, so we had some buckwheat honey that year. But those blackberries I've never seen a honeybee on them. And I've looked at them morning, I've looked at them evening, and I never see any honeybees on them. So I don't know if I'm missing the honeybees or if they're just not drawn to that particular blackberry. I've just never seen any honeybees on it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm just missing them or if they're just not drawn to that. There's something else that's pulling their attention, like maybe a poplar tree or something. And then here, these aren't blackberries. I think these are raspberries. You can see they're already making. And I took and trimmed through here, and that grass is already growing back, and I just trimmed it the other day. But I've ordered me some expensive tires that supposedly have much better traction, so hopefully I can get further down on a riding mower and clear some of that out down there in that field. That's where down in there, that's where my peach trees are. I got peach trees down in there. I got like 5 different varieties of peach tree further down in the field. Alright, it says I'm live. I don't know if I am or not. But I am or not. But all it's around here is damn poison ivy, poison oak, fucking sick. Pissing me off. See that tree's gotta go. It's just taking over every damn thing. You know. But can only do so much. But hopefully some new blades, some new tires, a new spindle. Hopefully that riding mower will work good. Hey there, Bob. It's not showing me that anybody's watching, and I just now got the comments back up. I don't know what kind of blackberries them are. I just know they're hell to drive through on a mower. I was just telling DC, I went into the 2 swarms and looked at them. One of them, where I ain't been able to get into it, they built junk comb at the bottom of the frames down into the rest of the deep. So I think I'm just going to place a new box on top with some frames, let them draw that out clean, and then deal with the junk in the bottom. Not torment them now while they're so little. And then the other box had had a hive in it on one side, and the other side had a hornet's nest in it. But I think the bees probably killed the hornets. There weren't no hornets in the hornet's nest. But cleared that out. I already found a dang wax moth in there. But I was just telling DC, I got my watermelons up there. I'm gonna plant some more on this tarp. Put a few more tarps out. Get my mower fixed. Try to keep on mowing this and plant some buckwheat and mustard to try to give the bees some food while they're growing. So that way, hopefully they'll make it through winter and I won't have to worry about needing to feed them or anything. Yeah, you can see where I drug that dang mower through here, that flat tires on it. But yeah, that one had the hornet's nest in it, that red one there. And you can see I drug some junk out of it. And that box has the junk comb in the bottom because I didn't get to it soon enough to remove that super. It's a big colony, which is what I was wanting to catch. But where I put it there, caught a swarm. It was warm for 2 days after catching that swarm, and there wasn't no comb in there. I didn't want to open them up and run them off. Then it got cold. Then it's raining every weekend, raining every time. And if it's not raining, you got to do yard work or get fined by the city for not keeping your yards up. So I just now got to look at them today. Yeah, DC, plant you some melons. I got a load of them in the house I'm going to plant. We'll see if they make anything. Yeah, the feed and seed place for animal feed is where I got my buckwheat, and the only mustard they had was curly. So that's what I got 2.5 pounds of, is curly mustard. But it surprised me that buckwheat's Kodo. There's not much out there on Kodo, but one website says that it's a lighter colored buckwheat. Still tastes like buckwheat, but the honey's a lighter color. It's not that black motor oil. Clear that entrance for them. But I guess I'm gonna get off here. It's getting late. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta figure out how to shut this thing off, but we'll figure it out.